All right.
Yeah, I
We are.
always starting out with a laugh because you out here doing stuff.
Yeah. You're right because I'm not doing the right thing that I should be doing. But here we are, live, and we are back for another edition of Hot Cocoa and Candy Canes. I am one of your hosts, Shawn Harrison, joined by my co-host.
Daphne Jones here.
Yes. So, as we always start, how are you today, Daphne?
I'm okay. It's been some things going on, so it's been a rough day. So I'm
Oh,
happy for these laughs that we're about to enjoy.
well, I hope it's going to be a laugh because you already know I'm hot about this foolishness that we got to talk about today. So if you guys
It's
don't know,
gonna be a laugh for me,
okay,
for
we're going to be
for
talking
you.
about Brewster's Millions Christmas. And I'm warning you guys now, there will be cursing coming. Hey, Maisha, there will
Hi,
be
Maisha.
cursing. Say, cousin Maisha to you.
That's my cousin Maisha Jones.
Jones.
Lord, everybody, y'all say a prayer for Shawn because I don't know why do we need to curse? What is?
Because I need to, because I'm angry. I'm angry. Okay, but no. Let's stick with our normal thing that we do here. What snack do you have today? If you have a snack.
I did grab a snack.
Okay.
I got some lemon corn nuggets from the farmers market, like corn nuts, but they're like the real like corn cob
So
corn
I
nuts.
guess we can't see them because you're doing a terrible job describing whatever
I
this is.
I am. It's imagine corn nuts, but like not overly sized.
Okay, cool.
And also my pomegranate punch from Trader Joe's, my sparkling pomegranate.
Y'all know I have told this woman to stay out of my damn store, but she refuses to listen to reason. And I don't know
Keep
why
playing
that
with me.
is, but it's getting under my
Keep,
skin.
keep playing with me.
Nevertheless, here we are. So my snack of the week is this peanut butter caramel coated popcorn. I was about to say peanut butter again, like a dumbass. And also, we talked about this yesterday, Daphne, right? So here's the thing. I'm gonna tell
Okay.
you now. So what you have to do instead of just eating it immediately, you have to suck on it a little bit. That gives you the peanut butter flavor because it's a dusting. Then you eat the popcorn, and that's how you get the flavor.
Who's doing all that? You should just be able to just you and savor.
Why are you like this?
I just okay.
Okay, whatever. So here we go. Today, again, we are talking about Brewster's Millions Christmas that aired on BET as an original movie. I'm
BET
going to.
Plus. I don't know why you keep trying to shortchange the plus.
That's why you are here, okay? To help me help myself. All right. So the BET Plus original movie, Brewster's Millions Christmas. Okay, so this movie is described as when Morgan Brewster, a wealthy heiress, has lost her way, faces a Christmas challenge to inherit her uncle Monty Brewster's grandfather's fortune, she must learn the true meaning of love, faith, and family by giving instead of receiving, all while navigating the charming chaos and the true meaning of the holiday season. So that is the overview of the movie.
May I ask, you're pronouncing Eris Harris?
I'm pronouncing it as I don't care.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
there's so much I don't care
I
about
just
this.
wanted to know if that's
So you coming for me? Okay, good.
no, I wanted to be clear because maybe you knew a different pronunciation and I wasn't aware.
Y'all see what I'm going through today.
Is Eris Harris?
She's trying to put me through some changes, but that's perfectly fine. Let me go on and give y'all this poster. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So what I didn't tell you guys is that this film, if you didn't know, it stars China McClain, Romeo Miller, Telma Hopkins, Tequan, Richmond, and there is another woman that is in the film, and I want to grab her name because I want to not. Oh, I'm sorry. Rain Pryor is
I was
in
going
it.
to say, did you say Rain?
I did not say Rain. Rain Pryor, and then the woman that plays Tiffany, and I cannot see it on the IMDb page, which is really weird to me. But there's a woman. I want to say her name is. I don't know what her name is. Unfortunately, we will figure it out at some point. But that's who it stars. Okay, so what do you want to say about this movie? Do you want to? I don't know. You want to start like we normally do? Oh, well, first, what's your candy cane rating? How many candy canes are you putting in the hot cocoa?
Guys, I'm gifting it a 3.5 candy canes.
I'm telling y'all right now, this lady done lost her damn mind. Giving this shit, as I said, it's gonna be cussing today. Giving this shit, this horse shit, 3.5 effing candy canes.
Leave my rating alone.
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna leave it alone when I gotta sit and talk about this foolishness that you have me sit through. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all what my candy cane rating is. The number of candy canes that I put in my cocoa, and I am being generous. I put a half a candy cane in this foolishness. All right, so that's how y'all
Wait,
see.
Maisha, whose eye roll? Mine or his?
All right, so as we always do, let's start with what are 3 of the things that you like the least about this film.
Okay. 3 of the things that I liked. While this movie did have its challenges,
My eye roll, by the way.
Yeah, Shawn's. I figured I just wanted that to be clear too.
She talking about fancy should have been eating milk duds. Go ahead. Please.
What I liked least.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, oh goodness, my stupid
You
camera.
hear you, so just keep on talking. It probably will come back.
Okay, yeah, I'll come back. What I liked least was while I enjoy China singing from time to time, I was not really great with her singing a lot in this movie.
Wait a minute, you saying the same thing, but the opposite. While I'm okay with her singing, I'm not okay with her singing. Like, can you pick one side?
Well, I mean, listen, I don't know what to say. Besides, I like it, but I was kind of a little bit annoyed. Like, it was just like, this is her opportunity to shine through song. So there was, a couple of those moments that I was just like, meh.
Okay.
I also did not like or maybe believe Everybody Hates Chris brother. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. No disrespect to the young man.
Okay, do you guys see in the bottom right corner that is Tequan Richmond?
That's Tequan. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't my favorite. And I mean, he didn't have to be because he wasn't in it like that, but I mean, he was there. Okay. So I really didn't care for that as much. And then the other thing, I'm going to give an honor. Well, the last thing I'll say is I felt like, again, the king of the Black Christmas movies this year, Romeo, he felt extra dry to me in this one.
My God. I'm talking about like dry as the Sahara Desert.
I don't know why he felt extra dry.
I know why. I know why, because it's going to be my number 3. But go ahead.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. And then my honorable mention. I'm sorry, I have to give an honorable mention. China, what is her name in here? Morgan. Her name is Morgan.
Yes.
Says auntie way too much. Now, granted, I call my aunts auntie as well, but every other sentence was auntie, 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 or every other word. And I was just like, okay, we got it.
But wait a minute. You have to give her some grace. You want to know, you're gone entirely. Okay.
I don't know what's happening. Sorry, guys. My camera
you have to give her some grace. You want to know why?
Why?
Because in the actual listing, Telma's character is listed as Auntie Brewster. These dumbasses didn't even give her a fucking name in the cast fucking list. She is Auntie fucking Brewster.
I did not know that. Hi. Okay, well then I'll take away that honorable mention then.
No, you can leave it there because I think that points to how piss poor this writing was. So something that detail right there.
Apparently, Maisha, that is her name, right?
That detail there makes all of the difference in the world. You would want to, in addition to her being Auntie Brewster, give her a name to reference at some point. So yes, I agree with you. I think it's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. And I also would like to quit, Maisha.
No, Maisha, I wanted to quit because
he really wanted to quit.
This movie got the Grinch in me is strong.
This is a strong
very,
Grinch one.
very, Very strong.
Oh,
Okay.
guys.
So here we go. Let me start with some of the things that I didn't like about this film. Again, I gave this half a candy cane because this was not a strong film.
They
And I
don't
think
get
that
one for completing a movie.
no, normally I do that. You know why they got the half a candy cane? Is because Telma and Rain did good work. If it
They
had
did.
not been for them doing good work in this they would have gotten nothing. I would have had to go back on my word and say that I'd never give a film nothing. I would give this film nothing. That's how terrible this effing film was.
No.
Yes, it was. All right, so let me
They
just
give
say
you
the things. Let me get going. So the biggest issue that I have with it, the reason why I'm going to put this at number 3 is the writing. And the writing is so disingenuous in this film. And you don't have performers, and that's I'm going to connect this to the Romeo thing. I think part of the reason why he was dry is because the writing. What can you really do with this writing if you just aren't a very strong performer? Telma is a fantastic performer, so she was able to do much with what was given to her. Rain, she embraced what it is that what was called for that character, and so she did really good work with that character. But when you have these other things, when you kind of aren't these people and you don't have writing that supports that to helps lift up the performance, then you're going to get a dry take like he gave. You're going to get China not being believable. So that moves me to sort of my next thing and sort of blend together. What I was surprised about, I wasn't expecting for it. So if you guys don't know, this property is actually connected to the original Brewster's Million that stars Richard Pryor and John Candy and Lynette McKee. And so what I didn't expect from this, knowing that this was sort of like a sister or companion project to that, was this was wrapped in a faith-based production. I don't think that this being a faith-based type of production serviced the story very well because they wouldn't allow the characters to just really be dirty. And I think that that's one of the issues that I encounter when I watch faith-based things. Is like they want the lead character, the protagonist, to go through things, but they don't want to allow the antagonists to be rotten individuals. And so you don't get the type of conflict that you really need for story and character development, and everything feels rushed and shortchanged. And so they were so focused on trying to create these magical moments, whether through faith, whether through Christmas magic, through the learning curve that she had to go through in order to sort of, I guess, connect to her humanity again, that I thought that it was a disservice to undergird this with that foolishness of faith that they had in the project. My number one issue that I'm going to highlight today, and I have a bunch of stuff that I didn't like, but I'm going to try. Well, I'm trying to keep this. The acting was so incredibly piss poor in this film. I think that's the thing that drove me nuts. So I don't want to attack certain people, but the lead actress, she struggled with trying to establish a certain piece of steeliness and then being able to travel the arc of going away from that. I think that
Jared Walker agrees with you.
Yes, thank you, Jared. So I think that in the middle part of the movie, China shines because I think it's in the wheelhouse of things that she's done as a performer. But I think on the bookends of it, I think it felt outside of the scope of who she is as a being that's lived. And so it didn't allow for me to connect with the character through and through, from meeting this rotten person, having that rotten person go through some things, and then feeling like they really changed. That was a big issue for me. We talked about this, and Uncle Shawn loved the kids, but he got to be honest about the kids. There's a and I wanted to tell you this. So the kid that's in the film who's not so good, he's one of the Wu-Tang members' sons.
Really?
Yeah, Capadonna's son.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if that played a factor in him being cast, but
and now that you say it, I'm like, he do look like him.
All right. So I just wanted to say that. So anyway, that are some of the things that I dislike about the film from my perspective. Now, if you want to go ahead, this is on you now, because I hated this shit. I'm not giving no more details. So you go ahead and run them through if you want to give them a little bit more of this storyline, because this shit was awful.
Okay. I'll just give y'all a real quick.
Yeah, real quick, maybe.
Not maybe. It's going to be real quick. I'm going to give you a real quick recap of what happened. So we start off with the lead character, Morgan Brewster. who's in a meeting. She's living as like a socialite, but does these little things here and there for work. And her aunt basically is waiting for her. Auntie is waiting for her when she gets back home and is like, hey, you doing too much with your money. You living all frivolous and crazy. And what happened to your heart? Who are you? Let's get this together. And she's like, Auntie, oh my God, whatever. I'm going on a trip around the world for Christmas. And Auntie is like, okay. So then what happens is we find that she is out to lunch. This is what's funny. I had a note about this.
Okay, tell me what your note is.
She was in a hotel or whatever, a fancy restaurant where, they know her. She has her own table.
Yes.
And she's with a group of girls. It's about 4 other ladies with her.
Uh-huh.
And I wrote down, like, these don't look like they would be her. These don't look like they would be her friend or keep company with them at all. They were the most random and not purposefully selected background actors to me.
Y'all see the claws coming out in this one. Y'all think I'm the bad guy.
But
Go ahead.
I found that entertaining. And so as soon as I wrote down, those don't look like they would be her friends. Then they all started getting up from the table because her card declined when she was trying to pay for this fancy lunch. And they all snuck off. So, and none of them spoke a word because they were background.
Yes.
Fast forward to she learns that, hey, Shamidra, she learns that her card has been declined. None of them work. She goes to the office. Her aunt is like, listen, you've been doing too much. I cut you off. In order to get your wealth back, you need to do a task.
Pause right there because I want to assist you now by, hold on. And let me go back. I did something. There we go. Let's get rid of that. And let me add this to. I was about to cuss again.
Lord.
Auntie.
Look, either you complete these tasks by Christmas Day and regain your wealth, or refuse and forego the Brewster's dynasty, leaving you without a dime to your name. Now, I'll still retire. Now, I will always be here for love and support, but our money will not.
Okay, so that sets the stage for what comes after.
So she meets these people who work for the family company, the COO and her assistant second in command, which is played by Romeo. The young lady who is the COO or whatever, is her character's name is Tiffany. And so they're to kind of help her get through her task, or Romeo is, and Romeo's supposed to report back to Tiffany. So moving along, Romeo is assisting her through all these little things, whatever she needs. And of course, we see the little spark there, which y'all know I love, because give me a little bit of a little.
Let me tell you, she lying. There was no spark there that we saw, but go ahead.
It was a supposed spark. It was an implied
Thank
spark.
Thank you.
You feel better?
You
didn't feel better with that. Spark. It was an implied spark.
It was implied. It was invisible.
Whatever. Anywho, while they're going through these things, the girl is locked out her condo and everything, y'all. So she basically is homeless. And then she's like, oh, I have an idea. So basically she goes to this housing place. She ends up in this space, and Romeo's like, well, why don't you just decorate it? And she's just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I'm rich. Oh no, and you're poor. What am I doing? So while she's in the space, Rain Pryor's character,
upper right corner, y'all.
Opal is her name. She peeks in and is like, hey, what's going on? I heard somebody in here. You knew? Okay, I'm Opal. If you need anything, let me know. So we learn a little bit about Opal. And we start, the stage is getting set for some of those tasks to be complete. It's, obvious in those moments that, here's a person she can help, whatever. So they built this relationship, Morgan and Opal. And then we see them outside of the building. But we see a young man, a little boy, who Shawn has noted is Capadonna from Wu-Tang, his son.
The kid, his character name is Manny, by the way.
Okay, I didn't even hear that through the whole thing. Okay, great. His name's Manny. We see little Manny. Outside of this, I guess condo building, and little Manny's just a singing. So Manny.
He's trying to get the attention of this character named Big Ty because he desperately needs to make money for his family. And if he can get a record contract through Big Ty's help, then he can help save his family. So he's going for broke.
He's going for broke because the mother has died. The father's working all the time. He doesn't know what to do. And he said if his father dies, it's going to be just him and his little sister. And then what will he do? So he's singing for his life, y'all. Little Manny got to sing. And then we hear Morgan. I'm helping him.
But wait a minute. But no, you forgot this part. So the funny thing is, Morgan, which again is China, Morgan and Andrew, they happen upon this little kid singing outside of the building. They see the famous person come out of this building. The famous person passes Morgan. She goes, "Oh my God, Andrew, did you see who that was?" He says, "No, I don't know what you're talking about." She says, "Oh, it's Big Ty." So then after they have that moment, they then get introduced, or the little kid in essence introduces himself by inserting himself into their conversation. So this creates this funny moment that we're about to play for you, where you have the introduction of this character to this little kid. And then suddenly, after she makes that decision that Daphne talked about, I'm going to help this kid, you see this performance that comes out of nowhere, like instantly. So here we go.
You see who that was?
I wasn't paying attention. Who?
Big Ty, the singer.
He lives up in here.
Oh, so I see why you set up camp down here.
You see me run a game? I'm here trying to make something happen so I can help my family.
Oh, are they poor? I'm sorry, what's going on with your family?
Wait, so after that, she says, I want to help him. And then suddenly we transition to this part right here that is now playing.
Became my friend.
Daphne, what is this BS? How did they break in the song and dance, choreography and everything? They didn't met each other 2 minutes ago, 30 seconds ago, 5 seconds ago.
That is how Morgan is just that good, okay, guys?
I just got half a candy cane, y'all. That's why I got half a candy cane from me, because it's some BS.
Morgan has whipped together this performance and gotten people, the crowd. You saw the lady, she was enjoying herself, okay? Come on, background.
Come on now with this. Go on and tell this story. So this is supposed to be a quick one. You going through this
well,
like
you interrupted me. Okay, so
all right.
So okay, we have that part. There's more happenings that are going on with Opal and their connection. Mm-hmm. We see them then. Let me see. Wait, am I skipping? I probably am.
Please skip. Please skip. You can skip everything.
Anywho, skipping along, Opal, it is discovered, has some challenges. Oh, wait. So let me rewind just a taste. So Morgan, again, being locked out of her condo, she has no clothes. She has nothing. So Opal is a seamstress, a designer, and all of the things. So Opal was like, girl, you don't have no money. You just need to learn how to work a lot with a little. And so I'm laughing at this comment. Please show it. Do you see?
Yes.
Yep. You know exactly the one.
It's true, though. It is true. I promise you.
Oh, Brewster. It's entertaining. Okay, so she shows her how to work it at the thrift store, y'all. So she got her some furniture and Christmas decorations and some clothes and everything. So she's doing a lot with a little. So okay, we find
if you don't hurry up and get past this.
We find out that Opal has a daughter, but because of her financial challenges, etc., she's staying with her sister. She's back on track to get her back. We then learn that she's going to lose her space in this transitional housing place where they are living. I don't recall why, but she going to lose it.
I can, because
Okay,
it's the clip that we're going to play. So
oh,
I'm going to
okay.
play this clip, and I'm pausing right here because this is another thing that pissed me off. As I said, this is a faith-based kind of thing here, which I wasn't prepared for. And so what irritated me about the writing is that you're going to have Opal's character, again, this is Rain Pryor, say something that I think just is so disingenuous and phony and unbelievable about how Christians comport themselves in real life. So she understands that she is under immense pressure at this particular moment. And then she says something that's kind of negative about where she lives, but at the same time, she tries to couch it under faith. And it got under my skin. People have got to stop writing this phony ass bullshit. All right, here we go.
I missed it.
Wait a minute, are you moving?
Surprise. Issues with my unemployment and my short-term housing lease is up.
Don't worry about it. I'll call the company and make some noise, all right?
No need. I've tried. And honestly, I can't be mad at them because they've shown me a lot of grace and I am grateful. Even though they are slumlords sometimes.
So
y'all hear that bullshit? Do y'all hear that bullshit? I am so grateful that they took my money every month, but they're also slumlords. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna go ahead in this. Almost done with the recap, guys.
Yes.
I don't remember where this part fell. Wherever it is, I'm going to it now.
Okay.
We at some point, the Tiffany, the COO, calls Romeo's character to check in and is like, "What's going on? She's trending. Stop this now. We don't want her to succeed because we can take over this company, me and you, and don't forget the plan." So he tries to stop because there's a second performance of our little young performer, Manny, in China, and the crowd is going, "Go Manny, go Manny, go Manny," and they've got buckets of money and everything. Buckets of cash. It's there. It's happening. So they got some money. And Big Ty, everybody hate Chris' brother, Tequan, is leaving. And so Romeo tries to stop it, even though he's falling for her and wants to help her. He says to Big Ty, "Hey man, I'm sure that this is not okay against your rules, in your leasing rules in the HOA. You should report this." And so he tries to stop it, and then everybody's taking out their cameras because, social media, like, "Oh, what's he doing? Is he going to try and shut this down?" And so then it's like, China goes,
trying to make this more interesting than this movie is.
I
Y'all.
know. I know how you can, fix your reputation and save the day. And so he goes with them to the house of Lil Manny. And they're in there, and Lil Manny's excited because everybody hate Chris' brother is up in there. And then Manny's father and sister walks in, and the father says, "Hey, you ain't been in school. What's going on here? I don't know what you think is happening. You haven't been in school." And the little boy is like, "I was just trying to make some extra money because I know you work so hard."
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And the little sister is like, "Big Ty." And so we fast forward, they're sitting at the dinner table in the dining room, and the father is saying what he's saying. And then this part, y'all, tickled me so.
Okay, so the setup for this is the dad has had a change of heart because he's basically coming clean about the issues that they're facing, the challenges. And so the son Lil Manny pours his heart out to his father.
Oh, Brewster, you just wait.
We will tell you. I don't know if Daphne is going to let it have it afterwards, but we'll see what she says after this clip. But anyway, I'm about to play this clip.
I thought if he heard my music, maybe I could get a record deal. Earn something. So I can help with a bill or two around here. We barely see you. And I didn't want you working so hard that, we lose you too.
Wait, baby boy. Look, hey. I'm sorry, okay? Look at me. I'm right here. And I ain't going nowhere, you hear me? I am so proud of what you're doing for this family.
You know what, that's why I want you guys to spend Christmas with me.
Christmas? In your condo?
Where the tears go? Where the tears go? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got to do this. Wait a minute, Daphne. Where you missing?
I'm sorry.
Working so hard.
Look.
We lose you too.
Wait, baby boy. Look, hey. And I'm sorry, okay? Look at me. I'm right here.
Wait, y'all. Wait, but listen. What happened to the tears? Listen, watch this.
And I ain't going nowhere, you hear me?
Supposedly. Watch this.
I am so proud of what you're doing for this family.
You know what, that's why I want you guys to spend Christmas with me.
Christmas? In your condo?
Wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay.
Kenneth Wheeler, that was some acting right there.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Back on the case, Daphne. Back on the case.
Right.
Oh. Get back on the case. Come on. We gotta move forward.
I'm gonna round it up. We're gonna be done in a second, y'all, with this recap. But that, I love it. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the Opal storyline. When the girl Morgan says she gonna make some calls or whatever, then we discovered that there was some sort of discrepancy with how she was released from her job or fired or whatever. So Morgan, if you didn't know, had went to law school. Okay, so she didn't complete it.
Now she's a dropout, but
she's a law school dropout. However, she did go. So she, did a little research and was like, "Girl, let's go to this office because I got you. I'm gonna act like your lawyer and we're gonna do this." And she was like, "Oh no, what's going on? Are you sure?"
Yeah, Opal is way too meek about everything. She is a pushover, and that's frustrating about that character.
Yeah, it was. Thank you, Erica. And so she does go to the office, and she asks to Opal's former supervisor, "Would you like your legal counsel here, to join us?" And he goes, "I can handle this myself." And she goes, "Okay, great." And so she just ticking off all the things that was wrong and whatever was happening. So I
want to put a pin in that because I want to show that moment. And the reason why I want to show a little bit of that moment is this connects to what I said about the writing. I think that the writing was just not genuine. And so Morgan says in this meeting where she's pretending or representing herself to be legal counsel, she says to the other person, "You're a mess and messy." And y'all tell me if y'all think this is a believable moment that would happen in a situation like this when someone's trying to get compensation for someone who's been wrongly terminated. Oops.
It states clearly that all employees must have at least 3 write-ups and a joint meeting with shift leader and manager before termination.
We had some theft a while ago, and some of the files were missing. Her write-ups.
I've never had any write-ups. Mr. Reynolds.
It's okay. Mr. Reynolds, the more you speak, the clearer it becomes that you're a mess. And you're messy.
Who would write that on the page and think, that makes a lot of sense? I think we should do that.
Well, that's what happens when you don't complete law school. You just
See, this is what I'm talking about. You being way too forgiving for terrible writing. Terrible writing.
listen. Leave Morgan Brewster alone.
Oh, okay. I'm not actually talking about Morgan. I'm talking about the person who penned Morgan's lines.
Leave the person who penned Morgan's lines alone.
Okay, I'll do that for now.
In this moment. Okay. So that happens. She wins. She gets whatever the money. I don't know when the payout is. There's a celebration at the housing unit place or whatever. Everyone's celebrating. They're happy. And there's the shining moments of, or the implied moments of the brewing romance that is happening within the film. So you see that they're almost gonna kiss and then they decide not to. So I'm gonna fast forward. We're going to Opal's church. They're going to this Christmas thing. The soloist just so happens to be missing. We go, Morgan's helping. She runs into the soloist who's having a breakdown because she's losing her grandmother who raised her. It's a little touching moment about the song that she's going to sing and the connection. So then they cut to China and the soloist singing a duet of this song. And they sounded lovely. I like them. And side note, if
Morgan's always prepared to sing with anybody,
baby, she's ready. Okay, don't ready. Do her. So that is her sister, her older sister. In case y'all didn't know, that is singing with her in the solos. They're not related in the movie, but it's her sister. So their blend sounded really nice together and everything. It was really good. And then we overhear. Well, Morgan overhears the COO.
I agree. Please continue, Daphne.
Morgan, he overhears Tiffany, excuse me, going off on Romeo. That was like, excuse me, you trying to help her and we trying to take over this business and whatever. And he's trying to explain it to her. And Morgan is like, okay. And so then she backs away. We don't see what happens at that point. So circle it on back. She gets mad. She decides to quit the whole challenge. He comes after her and she's just like, oh, so when was you going to tell me? Because she was packing and he was like, where are you going? I quit. I already called my auntie and told her. So he's trying to convince her to like keep it going. She's almost done with the task and whatever. And she's like, forget this. I'm going back. So auntie talks to her and is like, girl, you only got a little bit more. And Telma was excellent.
She was so good.
She's
so the heart of the film. Like, if there's a reason to watch the film, it's to see Telma.
Seriously, for real.
Yeah.
Loved what she did. And so she talks to her. And so she's like, okay, she's going to figure this out. So to close it on out, everybody gets what they need in the end. We're happy. Now we're a couple with Dry Romeo. I mean, what's his name? Andrew. Andrew and all the people of the community that she has helped came because Andrew called them and Opal pulled them together. So they're coming into the mansion and Tiffany is just like, she still didn't win because she's not in love. And then, that's when we discovered that, Andrew and her kiss and they together. And Telma says, yeah, I'm happy here with this. And please tell me you're going to help my Morgan to do all the things. And he said, yes, I will. And then there's one more thing. After that, then we see them all at the little Christmas party thing. And even though the COO, Tiffany, was mean, nasty, rude, and blah, she still decides instead of firing her to assist her with her mother, who was having some health challenges, which is why she wanted to take over the company so that she could have enough money to help her mother. And so Telma was gave Morgan the ability to, the decision is up to you. And so she was like, how about you talk to HR on Monday and we'll figure out how we can help your mother. And it's, You would do that for me? But
While
why?
you look for a new job, though.
While you look for a new job, because you can't stay up around here
Yeah.
with what them shenanigans you pulled. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
And so she did. And then we go to the Christmas party. Everybody's happy. We see Tiffany rolling her mother in the wheelchair. Why are you laughing? And you know, her and Andrew dance at the piano. And so there it is. Happy ending.
No.
Oh, wait, what I missed?
No. So before we get to the happiest of endings, we get one of the more tender moments of the movie. As Daphne set up, Opal was going through some financial challenges trying to get back on her feet, and she could not reunite with her daughter. And Morgan surprised Opal at the Christmas party by bringing her daughter and Opal's sister there so that they could reunite on Christmas.
Yes, that was a touching, sweet moment.
Very touching moment.
And Rain Pryor, Opal, was so very appreciative and shocked and how did you work it out and everything. And it was cute. It was cutesy.
Yes, it was cute. And then we had another moment with Auntie Brewster, who didn't have a name, but Auntie. And then they close out the film, and this really is the end. And I thought this was a terrible ending with the romance of Andrew and Morgan. I thought that was a weak note to close on, even though the romance was a part of the film. So that concludes the film. That's the overview of it. So, okay. So if we can go through this quickly, because you know we don't like to hold people hostage. What were the things that you liked the most about the film?
The things that I liked most were Telma.
Okay.
I thought she was excellent and so genuine and sincere in everything she did. I saw somebody's comment that said, give her her flowers, give her all the flowers. Always have enjoyed her. What I also liked, excuse me, about the movie was that Rain Pryor, as a nod to, you know, her father, you know, being the original Brewster, having her in there, as well as, I don't know if you know that was his son. That played Uncle Monty in the flashbacks. So I thought that was really, really great to have them there as a nod to that. And overall, I was just entertained and I thought it was cute. And I enjoyed it. Were there challenges? Yes. But I feel like, you know what? But I feel like, to me, of all the ones we reviewed, this one is my favorite.
Y'all, she done lost her damn mind saying that
I didn't say that this was my favorite movie of all time.
We have talked about. This was such a struggle film to get through. But anyhow, again, we not holding y'all hostage. So let me go through my list.
Oh Lord.
My list, I ain't got a 3 because it was trash. So I'm gonna probably I'm basically repeating what
you're gonna be just like Erica right here.
Basically, that would be my number 3. Number 1, the shit was over. But my number 2 was Telma. Telma was so good in this film. She was the heart of the film, and the work that she did was genuine. It was heartfelt, believable, and touching. That was great. And it was fantastic to see Rain. I have not seen her in a while, and her work was just so solid. So those were the 3 things that I liked. But number 1, definitely, that the shit was over. It's over. It's over and done.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And you know, I'm gonna Faith, Family, and Fun Reviews.
Yes. You Romeo and China had no chemistry.
Their
a lot of some things were missing. Thank you so much.
It was. I will agree.
Comment. That is a Team Shawn comment.
Several things can be true at the same time, and I agree. But I do believe that China was giving a bit more effort in the trying to make it work. That's how my view was, and this is. Yeah, I think she was trying, and Romeo was just like,
yeah, I thought that there were some awkward moments as far as, again, with the writing and the way they staged certain things that didn't allow for him to break out of, I'm just supposed to be monitoring these things, because I think he was trying, but I just don't think the direction and the writing assisted in that. All right, so I'm gonna move on again quickly here. So Christmas Magic, what is your rating?
Christmas Magic? I'm gonna give it 3.
Y'all, I don't know what's going on with this person right here. She did say she wasn't feeling good today, so maybe that's what this is, because she must got like fever or something. Okay, Christmas Magic was a 3.
I do have a slight fever, though.
See, I called it. All right. Well, let me just say, if y'all haven't figured this out by now with all the cussing that I did, that this was definitely on my Grinch list. So I'm gonna give it 3 Grinches because it was utter trash.
Is that all? I thought you was gonna give it 5 Grinches.
Nah, I'm not gonna give it 5. I'm gonna give it 3. And the saving grace is because of Telma and Rain.
Okay.
Because I'm so happy that I got to see Telma on the screen, and I wish I could have seen more of her. So that's the only saving grace. So I did this one week. What would I do to fix this film? And this would be one I would rewrite the entire shit because it's so terrible on the page that there's not much that they could do putting it up.
Well, I mean, Telma and Rain did what they could do with it, and we that was good.
That was,
everybody else like no.
The story development, though, for what China's character, what Morgan had to go through, those are the things that I would have beefed up, as well as since they made the Manny character such an important thing, I would have, I think, tweaked that a little bit.
Yeah, more. A little bit, for sure.
Yeah. Because listen, you're adapting a little bit from a feature to a TV movie, and that's a little bit challenging, but you still got to give me the flavor of what this is, which is you have 30 days to complete all of these challenges. Did we really feel like she struggled? I don't really feel like she struggled.
No, and they didn't do a good job in showing like all of the 30 days.
Yeah, they should have put like a counter up there, like, 10 days left, 9 days left. I thought I'm glad you brought that up because I had that written down.
Yeah, they did. They had the counter thing on her phone that they would show periodically, but it was just like it went from like one day and then we were at the end.
Yeah,
with everything. So it really the journey of it could have been longer. So yes, there are definitely some things that could have been done to tweak it and make it better.
Okay, well, again, we don't like to hold y'all hostage. She's gonna keep saying that. All right, so we are going to get out of here. Just know that next week we will not be on Tuesday. We are going to go live on Monday because it is Christmas week. So on the 23rd at 5 p.m., we will be coming to discuss a film. I have forgotten the title of the film, but it's a family-oriented one.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, you don't know the name. What?
What'd you tell me it was?
I can't say because in order to kind of give you the hint, you're gonna be like, oh,
I don't remember. Sorry.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll let you know. We'll let you know what the other one is. But thank you so much for joining us and having a conversation with us. And someone needs to come for her because 3.5 candy canes.
Watch Brewster's Millions Christmas. It was cute.
She's lying. She's lying. And we'll see y'all next week.
I can have my own opinion.
Next Monday, 23rd, 5 p.m. We see y'all.
Bye, Grinch.
Thank you. Bye.